First, look at the mini catalog. Oh my gosh, it is so soft and pretty this time. Lots of soft colors for spring. The suites that are included in this catalog are just dreamy. I'm going to go ahead and turn some pages. You get some introductions. Lots of happy people crafting. These are inspiration to get you going. Now, when I turn to this page, this is one of the new kits that launches today. It's a cute birthday kit. Actually, there are two birthday kits, so it's Birthday Bash Month. And there are also some other kits available. Not everything is cards. There are other projects that you can do, scrapbooky projects, 3D projects. And kits, by the way, are perfect if you want to have everything included in one box. You don't have to purchase other products. There's the quick and easy option section with lots of great layouts. I always refer to this page and page 22 of the annual catalog because I like to be inspired with a layout to get me started. There's lots of ephemera packs and pieces that you can easily put your cards together quick and easy. There, look at this, page after page of inspiration. Some of these items you will see also on the online exclusive section of the Stampin' Up! Store. So together with the annual catalog, the mini catalog, the online exclusives, and the kits, you should be well prepared to craft. Look at this. This is one of my favorite sets. It's called With You in Mind. It is $1 million set for Julie Davison. I love the nice giant greetings and the small images that you can use to make tags or cards. It will be much loved this spring. I have already started using it. There's a nice big simple birthday, and this is a different style of stamp. The shadowed shapes, very pretty. And you've also got, of course, the examples. One of the things I love about the print versions of the catalogs, you can see the samples and the inspiration right there. And I tend to keep them for that reason long after the catalog has closed out. Then we get into the Creativity Your Way section, and you're going to see the beautiful suites. This one happens to be the suite that I am using for this month's Greetings card kit of the month, birthday celebrations, and I'm going to share that with you as well. Oh my goodness, this is a very popular suite, Storybook Moments. It is sort of Peter Rabbit, Mr. McGregor's Garden inspired, and it actually has two bundles. You can see the cute stamp sets and the die sets that coordinate. So you've got the garden images with the die cut, the dies, and you have the character stamp set, the Storybook Friends, with those beautiful frames. So pretty, and I know it's going to be so popular this spring and Easter. Part of that suite is two beautiful designer series papers. Who doesn't love plaid? I could use plaid for all kinds of projects. I love that it is very doable for masculine cards, kids cards, general cards, and then you've got the DSP with the Peter Rabbit or the Storybook Friends images. This suite also includes beautiful scallop pink ribbon, antique pearls. We used them on yesterday's card. So Storybook Memories, it's going to be a popular, very popular suite. I love all the beautiful projects that Stampin' Up! Shares with us. It gets me going. I don't necessarily have to create the project exactly as they show it, but it gets me started on my creativity. Look at those beautiful cards and projects with the frames. So sweet. Grow beautiful scrapbooks. Here's another adorable sweet Friends of the Ocean. So sea inspired ocean friends, the crab, the lobster, some plant life, and great sentiments, and pretty colors. I love the pinks, the pumpkin pie, calypso coral, beautiful, and the lemon lime twist, one of my favorite greens. Here is another beauty, Floral Delight. You can see how pretty this forsythia flower stamps up and builds, because you can stamp or build the flower. This has the coordinating dies, the beautiful papers, the ribbons, and unfortunately right now the ribbon's not available, but it will be. It'll be back. There's a vellum specialty paper. It's just a yummy design, the entire suite. So many options. All right, as I said, if you would like a print copy, if you don't have a demonstrator and you're not a demonstrator yourself and you need to get your hands on a print copy, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to pop it in the mail for you. Another beauty, the beautiful bokeh suite with the beautiful butterflies. I know my first thought when I see butterflies is I do not need another butterfly set, right? Until, of course, you see what makes this one special. And it is that hybrid folder, which will emboss and cut the pretty butterflies. You can create shaped butterflies with one of the larger dies. It includes that beautiful bokeh paper with those soft, pretty colors. And the itty bitty bokeh mix to embellish a really pretty suite. So I just might need more butterflies. Don't have it yet. Remember, I can't get everything. So more pretty examples using that suite. And I love how Stampin' Up! Shares with us how to achieve some of these projects. Here is the beautiful Wildflower Birthday Suite. Excuse me. Gonna need to take a drink. This is the featured suite in this month's Greetings Card Kit of the Month. I'm going to share with you the projects that you can create with this month's kit. Very much a celebration set, and it coordinates nicely with Cake Celebrations, which is an online exclusive stamp set and bundle. I love the soft, pretty colors. It's definitely birthday cards, more on the feminine side. Pretty pink, peach pie, old olive, soft sea foam, one of my favorites, pool party, and the splash of gold. I love the die set, how you can create the numbers. So happy 21st birthday, happy 80th birthday. It's just endless. Very cool dies. The tassels, the flags, the labels, the numbers. And there are a couple of embellishments with the flowers and the leaves. Beautiful, sweet. And more samples. There's some information on why you want to buy a bundle. Well, the discount, and because you're going to want to cut your items, right? Here's another unusual set, linked together bundle. This one has the mask, the decorative mask, the stamp set. Very, very different. Linked together. Another pretty floral set, Memorable Blooms. Look at those beautiful dies. I love the shapes. You can outline cut and use the shapes as well. What a cutie, Darling Dinos. Perfect for kids' cards and actually general cards, depending on how you design. So sweet. I love the dinosaurs. One of my favorites for the books bundle. I can think of so many possibilities with this one. I love the little stamp that says from the library of, and it's got the coordinating dies. So you can you can cut and emboss the books and create the tassels and create bookmarks as well. A really fun bundle. Remember, you want to get the stamp set and the dies to save. Here is the terrific Toadstools bundle. It is going to be popular because there is a coordinating paper in the Celebration catalog. And who doesn't love a punch? I think it's always easy crafting when you can just punch instead of using dies. Another punch bundle, Hugs for Love, perfect for Valentine's Day and friendship cards. And let's keep going. There's more. this beautiful reversible stamp set called Natural Botanicals. More stamps that coordinate with the punch from the Hugs for Love bundle. So that's called To the Point Label Punch, and it coordinates with the stamp set called Bright Borders. Here is a cutie. Oh my gosh, one more year. So if you know me, you know I love the dogs. Even though I'm partial to the Scotties, any dog will do. Look at that cute little pug. Happy birthday. Now back to me. I love the great birthday cake with all the candles. The wine and cheese, aging fine like cheese and wine. You're how old in dog years? You'd be, at least you're not as old as you'll be next year. What a great birthday stamp set. Hello, Joan. Thank you for joining me from Washington State, still on the West Coast. I doubt that you're suffering the winds that we're going to be experiencing today, but it's still a weather event, right? All right, tile techniques. Here we go. Beautiful, another unusual stamp set. So I love it when Stampin' Up! Gives us sets that aren't another revamped version of flowers and butterflies and, I don't know, mushrooms or gnomes. Of course, I always have to have the new ones, but it's nice to get an unusual take as well. The totally tiled is really, really exceptional. Lifelong friends, if you love to color, this is a set for you. And I love how they're giving us a variety of shapes and sizes. Humans aren't all alike, are they? Oh, Joan says it's 45 and cloudy here. A little bit chilly. Could be chillier. I know my friend in Michigan is probably wrapped up in the teens. Anyway, okay, and then just the general pages and the index to follow. And here we go, a full page to encourage you to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. And if you were with me at the start of today's class, I mentioned what was in my cart. And I said every year, without fail, during celebration, I purchase my 1-year subscription to Paper Pumpkin. I get a discount on the subscription by purchasing a year at a time, and I qualify for lots of celebration perks. So there is the new mini. I think there's something for everybody. You're gonna love it. If you want your own copy, reach out to me. Before I jump into celebration, let me also say that the scrapbooking brochure is launching today as well. And this is only available online. I can't send you a paper copy. I like to print mine out, but not being tech savvy, what a goof. Every other page is going to be upside down. I didn't do the flip on my page, so I do like having the printed copy though, and you're going to be able to see there are many products that coordinate with either mini catalog products or annual catalog products. So lots of beautiful different stamp sets that are not found in the mini, as well as different paper products. So you will want to have a look under the scrapbooking brochure. If you're shopping online, there are more things available there. And then here we go, the celebration catalog. Who doesn't love free, right? So here's the celebration catalog. Again, if you'd like your printed copy, please reach out. And we're going to jump right into the free. So let me just say, when you make a purchase of at least $60, you qualify for one level 1 gift. Now, this is US. It's a little bit different in Canada and some of the other countries that we're in. Level 1, documenting the day. I love the large greetings or the large words. This can create so many scrapbook pages and cards as well. So documenting the day, I had to have that one. There's a cute kit, rainbow celebration kit for quick cards, no stamping required, and everything's included. So you can get birthday cards off in the mail. Hooray, it's your day. Here is one of my favorites, the fruit salad DSP. I love, and I've got the paper itself, I love the fruity sides, of course, but there's more. So these sheets feature a fruit, and on the flip side, there's a more subtle pattern. So there you've got the slices of pineapple, you've got the pears, and then some of the little seed patterns in a pretty, let's see, I think it's Daffodil Delight, not certain, a yellow. The banana pattern, and again, a pretty yellow pattern on the back. Pomegranates, flip side, some dotted patterns. So if you don't want the fruit side, you can always use the graphic on the reverse side to create your cards, and I'm going to be sharing with you how I did that. Fruit salad pattern, a beautiful, looks like Bermuda Bay pool party. Excuse me. There's the kiwis, and on the flip side is a pretty, maybe granny apple green, a spotty green. The slice of the orange, and so we've got like a pumpkin pie graphic on the back, the watermelon, flesh, and the rind, the cantaloupe, and the granny apple green graphics, the citrus, and the sliced fruit, the apples, and a pretty, looks like a poppy parade, and then more fruit, and a granny apple green. A beautiful paper. It's fun, colorful, bold. Let me share with you some of the cards that I created. Well, I've got one card actually. Now I'm going to jump over, let's see, to the Friendly Seagulls stamp set. Wasn't on my radar until I started looking a little bit closer, and it is super cute. Here are some of the cards I created. And here we go. There is that fruit salad paper. It's the flip side of the pears, I believe. And some of my cards use the flip side of the pineapple or the flip side of the bananas because you've got that pretty yellow color going on. I love you more than French fries. Great. And oh, what a day. There is that Documenting the Day stamp set. This also features the embossing folder that's available. It's called Starstruck Embossing Folder. It's on this page as well. So I'm using three, the folder, Documenting the Day, and the seagulls on this card. And then we've got another card with the seagulls there. I just did a little shiplap background, and you're the best for heart there. All right. Another keeper to use year-round is Day to Celebrate. So lots of celebration greetings and the images to create your celebration cards. And another cute paper. This is the one that coordinates with the terrific Toadstools bundle I mentioned earlier. Here is the paper, all the mushroom patterns, and this works the same as the fruit salad. So if you don't want mushrooms on one side, you can flip over for the graphics as well. So there's a mushroom pattern. Looks like a fresh freesia stripe. Some multicolored dots and multicolored stripes. I love this wash of mushrooms, like a hue of all the different mushrooms. And it's got like a wood grain background, perfect. A very mod color wave and a melon mambo graphic. Cute mushrooms, granny apple green leaves, and there's one more print. Let me show you what I created with this paper. This is one of my totes. There's that final pattern with the mushrooms, and on the inside it's got another melon mambo pattern you can see. And here are the cards I created with terrific toadstools. So popping up to say hi, cute little punched elements, and you can open that up and you see another pattern from the terrific Toadstools paper. So this is called Toadstool Gardens. There's one card. Again, those featured mushrooms on granny apple green, just a little thank you. And I finished that off in the inside. And then another You are magical card. I'm using the flip side of some of the patterns and the mushrooms with the fresh freesia ribbon, which is also a free celebration item. So on this page, Toadstool Gardens, fresh freesia, and another stamp set called Pick of the Season. Very sweet. You can create your tree for the season with the shamrocks, the hearts, the posies, the Easter eggs, some leaves. Very pretty, very versatile stamp set. I'm looking forward to stamping with that. Another image stamp set, Dance With Me, perfect for those who love to color. Kind of themed, a cute couple. Embellishments, the purple adhesive backed sequins. Those are always great for all projects. And we've got another designer series paper, Bloom Impressions. I'm going to be using that on today's project, so I'll show you that when I get to today's project. There is the heart-shaped bundle. Today's class focuses on this bundle. I shared one card yesterday. I'm sharing another today. I'll share another tomorrow. And if you like what you see, you can place an order and get the card kit for free. This includes the stamp and the dies, and there's one more. Oh, by the way, this is the tier 2 level, so you have to place a $120 order in the US. This is another tier 2 stamp set, Corner in Bloom. Just gorgeous. If you love to color with those blends, this, or even just emboss, this is going to be a beautiful stamp set. If you love a lot of the items that have come up, you will want to consider purchasing the starter kit. So the starter kit is $99. So if you're looking at $99 or more in product, you will want to get the starter kit because you pick out $125, still for $99, and you have options. There is a bonus during celebration. You can choose option 1. Let's see, did I skip over option 1? Yes. No. You have a choice of the 2 markers, and you can choose the brights, the neutrals, the regals, the subtles, plus you get that pretty stamp set. Option 2 is to pick out an additional $30 in free product. So you have options. Option 1 is the markers and stamp set. Option 2, you pick your own, extra $30. It's $99. So there is the celebration offering. Let me take a pause. All right, here we go. If you are just now joining, you are here for a class featuring the heart-shaped celebration bundle. And we are going to be creating a pretty layered card with lots of elements on it. This is a card we created at my New Year's bingo. I love how it showcases lots of technique, that pretty bundle, and it's a thank you card. And I love the colors, right? So let me share with you. Your eye might be drawn to that pretty paper. Let me share with you. That is the celebration item, and I think it's called. Let's just check what it's called. It is a tier 1 item. Bloom Impressions. Here's the paper. You can see it's got like a watercolor effect and lots of colors. So maybe like I don't know who the artist would be, the French artist. Is it Manet or Monet? There we go. How pretty. And so one is multicolored, one is just monochromatic. Those beautiful flowers in the yellows, the pinks. There's peach pie. This is the color we're using today. And we're also using this one with blueberry bushel on the back. So that is a celebration item, as is the bundle that we're using today. So let's get started crafting. Stick with me till the end, and I will share with you the card kit of the month as well. So let's make this card. Here are the elements that you're going to need. I have prepped as much as possible, so I wouldn't keep you too long. I wanted to share with you the new catalogs and share with you what you can get either for free or that might be on your list to purchase. All right, the card base starts off pretty in pink, and it's a standard card size 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. My next layer is also pretty in pink, and this is a full card front, so it's 4 1/4, 5.5, and I have pre-embossed it with one of my favorite embossing folders that's found in the main catalog. If I flip to the embossing folder page, this is embossing folder number 5. It's called Eyelet 3D. So this is how I created that background. Good morning, Debbie. Welcome in. Happy Celebration Day. I am creating a second card with the heart-shaped bundle. This is a card that was featured in the New Year's bingo class. So I have my 2 layers already, and I am going to layer up so I don't lose some of these elements. This one goes on flat, and hopefully I have some glue in here. It just occurred to me I should have gotten a new container of glue. Let me grab that off the shelf. It's nice having inventory of my own product, right? So a new bottle of multi-liquid glue, my favorite adhesive, and I really want to use an aggressive adhesive for this layer. When you emboss, it has all of the indentations. It's a little bit harder to grab the cardstock, so I like to be a little bit more generous with this layer. It goes on flush to the card front, and then I'm going to go ahead and burnish this down. So open that up, take my bone folder, and just burnish down so I can create a nice contact with that adhesive. All right, so there's my card front. Let's do a little bit more layering. I'm using that pretty free Celebration paper. There's the flip side, and it's going to be matted on a layer of basic white. So the basic white measures, let me check for you. It's 4 1/8 by 3 3/8, and the pattern paper is just 1/8 of an inch smaller. So it's going to be 4 inches by 3 1/4. And this gets flat adhered as well. And we're just going to have the tiniest border just to make the paper pop and kind of have a definition from the pretty and pink layer. So there we go. And again, I'm going to do some layering, but before I layer this matted layer, I'm going to take a small strip of one of the other papers in the paper pack. This has the pretty blueberry bushel. On the flip side, it's maybe Lost Lagoon, not sure. This is whoops, let me put this on. And then I'm going to put that layer on. So sometimes the sequence matters. Sometimes you can just start building, but you want to be careful that you're layering up correctly. All right. And this goes flush to the left score line and kind of centered vertically. So tack that down. This is a great layout, by the way, to get started when you have new supplies and you're not sure what you want to do. You just start creating. This is a go-to template, and then you can start tweaking and just adjusting everything to create something new. So now I'm going to do my 3/4 inch layers. This is 3/4 inches by 4 1/4, and it just goes across the width of the card. And I'm trying to see if that's even, kind of important. All right, let's do our stamping. We have our card base ready to go. We are going to now stamp with the featured bundle, or the featured stamp set and bundle. This is the heart-shaped stamp set. We're going to be using that pretty heart today and the thank you. Here are the coordinating dies. These are both free. It's a level 2 or tier 2 free gift. I have pre-cut the heart and I pre-cut the label. I love the elements, and I love the fact that you get 2 leaves on this one die. You have a spray of leaves and flowers as well. You have an outline cut, or an outline die to cut the cute posies we used in yesterday's card. And then we have one single die to die cut single posies. Now I'm going to be stamping on one of my favorite general dies. This is Spotlight on Nature. It's I was going to say largest, but I think there might be one bigger. This one is about 3 1/4 inch round, and it's got that pretty decoration around the edges. Let's see. This is a keeper as well, the Spotlight on Nature. Look at all the layering circles that you can get. Some of them have different die cuts. The detail on them is different. Some of them have like a ridged edge. So lots of great layering. Spotlight on Nature dies. There is a stamp set that coordinates with this. I find I use the dies on their own a lot more than the stamp set. All right, I'm going to bring in Old Olive, and I'm going to stamp one heart. I've got my stamp on a block D. It's photopolymer, so you're going to be able to see through easily. And I've got the old style ink pad. I tend to grab those if I have it available still. And then I'm going to stamp sort of centered, maybe a tiny bit high on the circle. It is a circle, so as long as you're higher, it doesn't matter too much whether you're straight up and down or not. There we go. So we have our pretty detailing. That's Old Olive. And tomorrow I'm going to show you a different technique to stamp that heart. That's all I need from my Old Olive ink. I'm also going to stamp my label, which is thank you. This is the thank you card with the heart in Blueberry Bushel. So I'm pulling the Blueberry Bushel from the Designer Series paper. The thank you sentiment is from the same stamp set. And I have it pre-mounted on my acrylic block. I'm going to go ahead and center this. Actually, maybe a little bit to the right. It's hard to see if I'm straight the camera between my worktop. There we go. I'm happy with it. Thank you. I love the little sweet font in that. And I love the Blueberry Bushel. It's a color I don't pull out often enough. All right. Now we are going to layer up the heart. I've die cut that pretty heart in Old Olive, and I'm just going to put little tiny dots of liquid glue. If my bottle will there we go. I don't want to apply too much. You could, of course, use your adhesive sheets. Excuse me. However, it's kind of nice when you have some leaves that you can pop up and fluff. So, your choice. I don't mind using just a dot of liquid glue, just so long as it sticks. And I'm going to layer this up onto my stamped image. You can see the leaves pop out in different places. Excuse me. All right. So I like how it's coming along. Just make sure it's secured down. There we go. I'm just doing a little bit of fluffing, giving a little bit more dimension to the wreath. And this is going to be popped up onto my card with dimensionals. Let's see if I can grab my dimensional sheet. And I'm still using the borders of a sheet. Seems like I'm always using the border. I go through a lot of dimensionals. There we go. So without saying, you've probably noticed this would also be a great set for Valentine's Day. It's very subtle, but I think it has year-round use. Very delicate. Or you can make it a little bit bolder as well. Hello, Debbie. Oh my goodness, from Gallup, New Mexico. Wow, you are just the globetrotter. Here in Southern California at the weekend, now in New Mexico a few days later. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and secure that down with my dimensionals. And before I put my label on, I'm going to create that pretty little ribbon effect. I've got pretty in pink bordered ribbon that I'm going to add to the back of the label. And let's see, I'm going to use glue dots to stick that on. There we go. And I'm just going to attach that to my bordered ribbon. And I'm not sure if there's a right or a wrong side to this ribbon. I haven't figured it out. They both look identical to me. Both sides look identical to me. All right, then I'm going to add this to my card front, but I'm going to put a dimensional on the right, and I'm just going to put a glue dot at the left side, and then we're going to add the detailing on the layer. So dimensional on the right, let's see, right here in front of me, right? Glue dot toward the left. And that's simply because the circle is already up on dimensionals. I don't want to double stack. So I'm just going to attach it with a flat adhesive, which is glue dot. And I'm going to put it kind of towards the end here. Stick that down. All right, now I'm going to add that gold thread to the end of my ribbon. So I'm just going to tie a little bow. And the gold thread, I believe it's an online exclusive. I love it. I love the delicateness of it. It's thinner than the other gold cord that we've had in the past. This has just a few strands, and it's very, very easy to work with. So I tied a bow, and I'm going to make that stick down by adding a glue dot with my take your pick tool. And you're going to go ahead and stick that down here. I can hear the wind outside on this chilly Southern California day. I'm going to take my ribbon scissors and cut. I'm going to add my diagonal cut. And I think I need some new ribbon scissors. They're not as sharp and clean as I like them to be. All right, so now we're going to add our embellishments. We're going to start off with some of the little posies that I die cut. I die cut in blueberry bushel and in pretty in pink. And I also die cut some of those little leaves. We have a die that cuts 2 at a time, and I used old olive to cut. These are going to be added flat inside the heart. So I'm just going to attach with a little dot of glue and bring that in. And then I'm going to add one, actually I'm going to use a glue dot to attach a leaf behind one of the blueberry bushels. And let's attach as well to, so I made 2 passes. I created 4 leaves. And it's always nice to have extra because trust me, they're going to get lost, right? All right. So let's see. The blueberry bushel above is flat. So let's go ahead and add that with just a dot of glue. And this is a good time to kind of fluff up the little flower. And squish that down. The next two are going to be added with a dimensional. So I'm going to go for my mini dimensionals, put it on the flower back or the posy back. Oops, I want to do my blueberry bushel first. And I'm actually going to put this very close to the label. There we go. And one more, I have my pretty in pink and fluff. And that comes right in the center. So almost there. We are going to add our embellishments. And for the embellishments, I'm using the pretty adhesive backed heart sequins, a nice little gold tone. I believe these are online exclusive, and they come in 2 sizes. I'm going to be using the smaller size. And just a word of warning, if you remove the heart from the sheet, just with take your pick, sometimes it goes flying. So I like to use my fingers to support top and bottom. That way they don't fly off the sheet. These are little treasures, you don't want to lose them. And I'm going to use them as my flower center. And I'm using 3 of them. I have 3 posies, so I'm going to use 3. There we go. All right, there is our card number 2, and you can always finish it off on the inside with a layer of basic white and another little strip of the 3/4 inch designer series paper. So there's our card number 2 in class. Let me grab card number 1. I hope I have it handy. Let's see. So here we go. This is the card we created last night with Calypso Coral and Flirty Flamingo. A little bit more mod look to it. Clean and simple, sweet and simple. 2-layer card with the that little trio of posies from the stamp set. And card number 2, slightly different look. We're going to be doing another technique on tomorrow's card. If you will want this class, you can get all the fixings to make your projects for free with a $40 order using the host code that I will place at the top of the video. So the other thing I have going on right now is my greetings card kit of the month featuring the birthday celebrations. So our 3D box is this cute little tote, and inside are the cards. So you can either use the tote to store your cards or to gift your cards. And we're doing a fun fold happy day. We're using the die cuts that are in the birthday celebrations specialty designer series paper. So your kit will include a share of that. There's a second card. Same layout as the card we did today. Another card, hooray. So we've got that nice tall birthday cake and happy birthday. And you can create endless cards with the die cuts that are in this specialty paper. You will also be receiving the gold thread and a share of the party dot embellishments that are used on the projects. You're going to have plenty left over. And I will put the link to join the card kit of the month up above the video as well. And I think that's it for now. I hope you can join me tomorrow at 9 to see card number 3. Join me for card number 3. And happy shopping. I hope you enjoy your day. And reach out if you have any questions. Thanks so much for joining me.